Hey there, it's Walt. So, what causes people to get stuck? What gets in the way of moving toward your goals and objectives and destinations, those things that you really want in life? What gets in the way in business growth and development and in personal growth and development? Years ago, when I first trained with Tony Robbins, he said that 80% of the work is mindset and 20% is strategy. And over the last 15 years or so, I think that Tony was a little bit conservative. I think it's more like 90% mindset or even 95% mindset, because strategies are fairly straightforward to teach. Habits, tools, strategies, marketing, those things that are tangible, they're pretty easy to grasp. It's the mindset piece that is so challenging for so many. And there are really five primary fears that get in the way for many people as they move toward the things that they say they really want in life. One is the fear of, am I enough? Do I have enough training or certification or experience? I don't feel adequate enough to get out there and do the work. So that question of, am I enough, tends to haunt people. And it's a primary question that every single one of us has. And if you have that, check the box, you're a human. A second fear that gets in the way is, will I be loved? Will I be liked? Will they like what I have to say? We're herd animals. We want to be accepted by other people. We belong to this human community. And so when we go out into the world, if we're going to be eschewed, if we're going to be thrown out of the herd, if we're not going to be accepted and loved, that's scary. We get afraid of that. And that will I be loved is another primary concern that every one of us has. And so you can check that box too. A third fear that gets in the way for so many people is, will they find me out to be the fraud I know myself to be? And I get this one, when I get up to teach or speak, particularly when I get up and teach and speak in front of my own people, my own audiences, lawyers from my own home bar association, for example, who've known me forever. It's like, will they find me out that I don't really know everything? And of course, none of us know everything. But that feeling like a fraud, that fear of that you will be perceived as a fraud is a common one. And that can get in the way of stepping out into the world. Another, of course, is fear of failure. Geez, this is a huge one, particularly for many of the clients that we work with, high-performing professionals, highly driven professionals for whom in their training they learned that they could not make mistakes or else they would get sued or disciplined or something. And so that fear of failing can really get in the way for so many of us. And the fifth fear, and perhaps the most pernicious of all, and it creeps in strange ways, is fear of success. What would it mean if I doubled my income? What would it mean if I 10x'd my business? Who would I have to become? What would other people think about me? What would it do to my primary relationships? What would it require of me if I went that far? And so that fear of success can get in the way. And fear is hardwired into us. comes from our early evolution when we were out on the savannah. We didn't want the woolly mammoths coming to chase us and eat us. And, the last time I looked, it's been a while since I've been to a Walmart, but the last time I looked in the Walmart parking lot, there weren't woolly mammoths looking to chase after us. And so that old primal fear, though, that comes in through our reptilian brain continues to haunt us and to keep us from playing large. It keeps us small. It keeps us tangled up with ourselves. And so just being aware that fear can keep you small, that there are fears that haunt you, that light that we can shed on our fear can begin to open us up and allow us to step out into a big way. Because here's the truth, those fears, if we allow them to get in the way, are actually entertaining, dare I say, some selfishness. And I say that with all love and affection, but here's what's true. You are enough just as you are. You have gifts and talents that are uniquely yours, that only you can share with the world. And there are people who are waiting for what you can do for them right now. Like there are a lot of people who are weary and in pain in this moment who could really benefit from you and can actually, even though there are a lot of voices in the world, there are many people, your people, who can only hear your message through you, and they're waiting for you now. And they really can't wait until you get over your bad self with your bad fears. You actually have to move through them. So those people are waiting, and it's time to get out there and learn the strategies and tools, yes, but understand that that fear that once kept us safe now just keeps us playing small. I love that quote from Marianne Williamson's Return to Love, which hopefully I won't chop up too badly. She says, your deepest fear is not that you are inadequate. Your deepest fear is that you are powerful beyond measure. It is your light, not your darkness, that frightens you, that makes you fearful. But when you allow your light to shine in the world, when you get over that fear, when you step out, when you allow your light to shine brightly in the world, you give permission to others to do the same. And right now in our weary world, we need a lot of light. So, move beyond the fear and go out and do the work. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.